मैं आपका दोस्त और होस्ट सोम प्रताप राघव। Today's topic is circular linked list. Insert a value in beginning and end. Let's start. Struct node. Struct node is non-printable data type. Has two parts. One is data part and second is next part. This is struct node. This is the data part and this block is next part. Next part contains the address of next node. It star and new node as a global pointers. Struct node. We create a linked list. Then let temp is a node type variable and num is and I is a integer type variable. Let's this is n and I and num. See out. Enter the number who want in the linked list. See in n. Let's suppose I press the 3. I press the 3 in and then then seeing 3 nodes are created in linked list. Let's star equal to struct node star malloc size of struct node mean star type node are created that has two parts. One is data part and second is next part. This data part is integer type and next part is contain the address of next node. Let if star equal to null. If node is not created, then execute this line. Mean the node is not created. And if node is created, then execute else part. Mean insert the data in the first node. Insert the data in the first node. Num. B press the 6. B press the 6. B press the value of num is 6. Sorry, 6. 6. Star data equal to num mean star point this node star point this node star point this node mean num is allocated in this part mean 6 6 insert in this block and star next equal to null mean null star point this block star point this block and null is insert in this block. Our first node is created successfully. Then we create the other nodes. Then we use the for loops. Then the value of is I. It start 1 and goes to I less than n and increment I plus plus. Then new node equal to struct node star malloc size struct node mean new node this node is created. This node is created. Then if new node equal to null, if if a node is not created, then execute this line. Node of second linked list is not created, and if node is created, then else part execute mean enter the value of ith node num b enter the value of num is 7 7 7 new node data mean new node point to the data part this, and 7 is insert in this node, and new new node next equal to null mean new node point to the next part, then null is insert the next. New node point to this line. Temp next equal to new node mean temp sorry, this line is missed. Temp equal to star mean temp point the this node, temp point the this node, and temp next equal to new node mean temp point the next part of this node. Temp and new and equal to new node mean temp the value of new node is inserted in this node. The address of next node is 200. 200 is insert in this node. Temp equal to temp next mean temp the value of temp next is insert in temp mean temp point the this node. Temp point the this node, and this block is node this node. This block is point this node mean the two nodes created in our linked list. Again the loop is execute. The value of I is 2. The value of is I 2. The value of I is 2. Then new node is created. The third node is created. If node is not created, then execute this line. If node is created, then execute else part mean enter the value of ith node num. B enter the value of num is 8. 8. 8. New node data equal to num mean the 8 value is insert the 8 in data part, and and new node next mean new node pointer next part, then null is allocated in this part. Temp next equal to new node, temp point the next of this node, then and and address of allocate in new node in this block. 300 is allocated in this block mean this node point the next node, and temp next mean temp pointer this node, and this node is contain the address of this node mean temp point the next node. The temp point the next node. Let's our linked list insert in 3 nodes, then see out last node is data. This mean the temp is point the this node, and this node is contain the address of this contain this node is contain the data 8, then 8 display in our screen. Temp next equal to star address mean temp point the this node and the address of next is point the star mean that the address of star is allocated in is in this block and the address of star is 100. Let's the this node is point the this node our our circular linked list is created successfully. Void insert node in beginning. B insert a value in beginning. Then temp and mid node a point type variables and int num mean num is integer type variable. Temp equal to star mean temp point the temp temp point the first node. This line is removed. Temp point the this block. Let's see out display the linked list before the value inserting. While temp next mean temp next. This is temp next. In is value equal to star. Is value equal to star. Then loop is terminate. If value is not equal to star, then loop execute again and again. Let's start. See out temp data mean temp point to the data part. Then data part is display on the screen mean 6 6 is display in our screen. Temp equal to temp next mean temp next temp on the next and next is contain the address of next flows mean point temp point the other node temp point the this node temp see out temp data mean the data of in this block is display on the screen because temp point the data part. Temp equal to temp next mean temp point the next part contain the address of new node and temp point the next node temp point the this node temp point the this node and loop is terminate because the data of next part is equal to star. Let's again loop is terminated and execute this line. We access the data in first node after created circular linked list. Then temp point the next part and next part contain the address of this node and data temp data mean the value of 6 is display on the screen mean mean the our linked list is created successfully. It's proof. We create a mid node. This is a mid node, and has two part. One is data part, and the next is next other part. We enter the value in this node 9. 9. Temp next equal to mid node. Mean temp mid node data equal to num. Mean mid node point the this data part, and 9 is insert in this block. Mid node temp next equal to mid node. Mean temp next point the this node, and mid node address of mid node is allocated in this block. Let's remove this value. The 400 is insert in this block, and this this link is created with this node, and mid mid node next mid point the next part and equal to star. Mean the address of star is allocated in this part. Mean the address of star is 100. 100 allocated in this part. Mean this node is point the this node. Mean this node is insert the end of this linked list, but we we want the this node insert in beginning. Let's we perform other task. Then star equal to mid node. Mean if the address of star is allocated in mid node, mean address of mid node is allocated in star. Mean the star is point the this node. Mean the this node is insert in the beginning. It is proof. Let's remove this link. Now we display this node. So temp is node type variable, and if star equal to null, then execute this line. Data is not allocated in this for display, else the node is created. Then temp temp equal to star. Mean the address of star is allocated in temp. Mean temp point to the new node, and this link is removed. This link is removed. Then temp create a new link. Temp create a new link. While temp next equal to star. Mean if the value of star is equal to temp next, that loop is terminated, and value is not true, then loop is execute. Let's temp data. Mean temp point the data part, and data part contain the 6. Then 6 is display on our screen. Temp equal to temp next. Mean temp point the next, and next this block is contain the address of next node. This means the temp point the new node and remove this link. Temp data. Mean temp point this node, and this node contain the data 7. 7 is display on screen. Temp equal to temp next means temp point the this block, and this block contain the address of this node. Then point temp point the next node and remove this link. Then he create this link. See out the up again. Temp next equal to star mean the address of star is equal to equal to star mean the address of star is 400, and 400 equal to temp next mean the loop is terminated. Temp data mean temp point the this node, and this node is contain the address point this node contain the data 8, then 8 is display on screen. See out the access the data in first node after create a circular linked list mean temp next. Temp point the this node, and this node contain the address of this node, then and this node data part is 9. 9 is print our screen, then it's proof that this is a circular linked list. Int mean linked list is created successfully, then create linked list. We call the function create linked list. The function of create linked list is this, and again insert a node in beginning mean we we point we call the this function insert a node in beginning, and see out linked list is display, then display function call display function this is, and this is call. We execute this program. Let's see.